How would you like to follow a dietitian that isn't bought and paid for by large processed food companies? In this video, I'm going to share a little bit about me, why I started this YouTube channel, and what my mission is to the world. Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from my regular nutrition and cooking videos because I wanted to share a little bit about why I started a YouTube channel, why I will never be a bought and paid for dietitian ever, and a little bit about myself. So let's dive in. A few months ago, there was a Washington Post article that exposed dietitians, doctors, and other social media influencers for basically promoting not healthful products. They were pushing artificial sweeteners and telling people to eat candy and not disclosing the health risks associated with highly processed foods, and also pushing random supplements. They were exposed because they didn't disclose that they were working for and being paid by the companies that make these products, like American Beverage. So for me, I will never be a bought and paid for dietitian. I'm only gonna talk about things that I believe in and that I know are backed by research and evidence that are good and nourishing for our bodies. But hey, if the apple growers of America or the spinach farmers of the Northwest want to have a spokesperson, call me up. That's my jam. So I am on a mission to share evidence-based, research-backed nutrition information that can help you better your health, along with recipes to show you that healthy food doesn't have to be boring and bland. It can be and should be delicious, as well as being nourishing for our bodies. Now it's time to get a little more personal. And for me, this is a little out of my comfort zone. I don't share a ton of my personal life on social media. I don't show my kids' faces. We're just a military family, and that's just the way we've always done it. But I want you to feel like you're cooking along with your friend or getting some hot nutrition tips from your friend Amy the dietitian. So here goes, let's dive in to learn more about me. Before becoming a registered dietitian, I got my degree in marketing. I went to the Fashion Institute of Technology and got a bachelor's in marketing. When I lived in New York, I interned at Elle magazine and I worked Fashion Week and really thought that was going to be kind of the path of my life. And then I studied abroad and lived in Italy. And during that time, I traveled with a girlfriend just all over Europe doing the backpacking thing. I met my husband in Barcelona. And then when I got back to New York, graduated, and I moved down to Virginia Beach to live with him. So then I ended up working at an ad agency. Shout out to Meridian Group. It was an awesome time, awesome place to work. So I was an account manager at an ad agency for several years. And then during that time, I just got really into cooking and I started reading nutrition books for fun. And then the Navy, as it does, decided that our time was done in Virginia Beach and we moved to Germany. So I had to leave my great job in Virginia Beach and we moved to Germany, and that gave me kind of the headspace to do some soul searching. And I just had this sort of light bulb moment of, this is not really what I want to do. My passion lies in cooking and food and nutrition. And so I decided to go back to school to become a registered dietitian. And I started that while we were living in Germany. And then while we were living in Germany, I just got the great experience of seeing how other cultures eat and live and work. And they shop at their market several times a week to get fresh produce and fresh food, where here in the United States, it's just much different. We shop once a week or once every 2 weeks. So it was fun to explore their cultures and to get to know them in a really real and hands-on way. And while we were over there, I took a cooking class in Paris and just got to take the time to not only study nutrition, but explore cooking and food in a way that I just wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And so I get to kind of bring all those little moments into what I'm doing now to apply into recipes and to some of the nutrition information that I get to share. After Germany, we moved to San Diego, and then we moved to North Carolina. And all along the way, I had twins and another little one. So I have 3 boys. I'm a military spouse and a registered dietitian. I started my dietitian career working in the clinical setting. I worked in long-term care, short-term rehab. I also worked in behavioral health facilities, teaching nutrition education classes, which I really enjoyed. And working in that long-term care setting just brought me this new focus of seeing how not taking care of your health, pretty much your whole life, where that puts you in terms of quality of life, in terms of your health at that stage. And I would see more and more younger people with health issues like type 2 diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, all the things, as we say. I would see more and more of those people and younger, and it's just so disheartening. It just fueled me more to want to help people before they get to that stage. And then, of course, helping them when they're in that stage as well. And then, again, the Navy decided, oh, time's up, time to move. So we moved to here, which is Colorado. And when we moved here, I decided to really pursue my personal passion of doing nutrition counseling and helping people one-on-one. So I opened my private practice, which I call Thrive Nutrition RDN, and that is the name of my YouTube page. I chose that because I just love the word thrive. I love what it stands for. We should be thriving in all aspects of our life instead of just feeling like we're surviving. So I want to help people thrive. And that's where Thrive Nutrition RDN came from. And in my private practice, I do nutrition counseling in person here in Colorado and also virtual. I service a few other states. And then I also teach cooking classes, again, in person and virtually, which both are super fun. And then I also do cooking demos at my local farmer's market, which is the Black Forest Farmer's Market, and it's so fun. They tell me what produce they're gonna have on Monday or Tuesday, and I come up with the recipe by Wednesday and tell them what I need. I pick up the ingredients on usually Thursday or Friday. And Friday is always busy typing up the recipe, getting everything together. And then Saturday morning, I'm at the farmer's market, and you'll see me and my husband and my kiddos, and we get to show all the people at the market what delicious and healthy things they can make from the produce that's at the market that week. It's super fun. I love it. And I actually started my YouTube channel because I had created this Mediterranean summer program, which combined nutrition counseling, meal planning, virtual cooking classes, in-person cooking classes, and recording cooking classes, all to help people better their health through the Mediterranean eating pattern. And so I was recording some cooking classes for my clients and decided, let's put it on YouTube and see what happens. So that's how I started. And then I'm, of course, the one who's the face. My husband does all the video editing, all the technical side, which is wonderful. So we kind of get to work together, and that's never happened in any other situation in our lives. So it's been fun in that way. And then it has developed into wanting to put truthful, evidence-based, research-backed nutrition information into the world. Wall Street Journal article kind of outing these dietitians who were backed by companies just that I would never work for was just another driving force to me to say, like, I want to put factual information out there that's going to help people better their health. And then also there's so much misinformation out there, whether it is on a blog or from your friend talking about keto. I'll get into that in another video, or the myriad of influencers or nutritionists. And FYI, that is not a regulated term, so please caution when you get information from nutritionists who are out there, or even doctors or pharmacists, those with those letters after their names, but they are not qualified in the same way a dietitian is to provide information on nutrition and health. And they are certainly not qualified to provide medical nutrition therapy. Only registered dietitians are qualified to do that. And for me as a dietitian, seeing the rates of childhood obesity increasing, the rates of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes increasing, all of these Diseases that are related to food and health just drive me even more to share this information about how food can be healthful and beneficial, and I just want to share it with as large of an audience as possible. So I want to put stuff out into the world that is good and truthful and factful and going to help people with their health. And this seems like such an amazing platform to be able to connect with people. I want to help you bring joy back into the kitchen. I believe in the power of nutrition and whole foods for health and longevity, and the power that sharing a meal and cooking a meal for someone can bring. Looking into 2024, I am excited to bust some nutrition myths and share evidence-based information with you. And I have a series on budget-friendly, plant-focused meals that I cannot wait to share. They're seriously delicious. And I want to share how food can help you feel your best and energize you and bring that joy back into the kitchen. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about me and why I started this YouTube in the first place. And I look forward to sharing more nutrition information and recipes in 2024. So I'd love for you to subscribe to follow along. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Eat well, be well, thrive.